Here's my card.
Thank you, mademoiselle.
That was Juliet.
It certainly looked like it, Master.
Was it? We do know that she has a sister, so it could be her.
He doesn't look any too friendly. Pardon me, my good fellow.
Yes? What is it?
Who was that woman with red hair that came in earlier?
Wait a minute. Let me find her card. Ah, yes. Nicole Renault, it says here.
Nicole? Can I see that?
Well, it's no use to me now. Here you go.
How may I see the Chancellor?
Only by making an appointment with the Chancellor's appointment secretary.
How can I make an appointment?
You must speak to the Chancellor's appointment secretary.
How can I see the appointment secretary?
You're speaking to him.
Why didn't you just say so in the first place?
You didn't ask.
I'm really starting to hate this guy.
It took you this long?
I'd like to make an appointment, please.
Very good. I believe I can fit you in. Oh, on the first Tuesday of next month.
What? Don't you have anything sooner?
No. And you're lucky to get anything that soon.
I can't wait that long.
We'll starve.
I'm sure that we will eat something before then.
What if I just ran you through with my sword?
Sick him, Master.
You might try it. However, I believe my two associates would not take kindly to it.
You've got a point there.
Looks to me like they've got 2 points.
I've better things to do. Not much to see except that it's being blocked. I can't. It's being blocked by this goon. I don't think I'd want to mess with him. Pardon me? Yipes!
Mad dog.
I don't think I'd want to mess with him. Henri, come here. Try not to insult any of these people, would you?
Who, me?
No, that's our job.
I hope I can afford to dress that well someday.
Maybe he'll be my master.
I was just admiring your clothing. How long have you been here?
6 days. I'm beginning to think the Chancellor doesn't want to hear my poem. Well, I can take a hint.
Maybe, if applied with a sledgehammer.
Just 1 more day, then I'm going home.
What is a gentleman of your wealth doing here?
I've written a poem for the Chancellor. I just know he'll be so pleased with me.
How can I see the Chancellor?
Perhaps if you had a gift as splendid as mine.
Sorry to trouble you. That apron looks very comfortable.
Can an apron be described as comfortable? I thought that they are usually worn outside of your normal clothing.
Hey, nice apron. Why are you waiting in this line?
I need to see the Chancellor. I'm a courier, and his leather tax is putting me out of business.
A courier? So you cook with?
No, I work with leather.
You cook leather? Isn't it really tough?
How long have you been in line?
5 days. It's costing me my business.
He looks very spiffy in that uniform.
I haven't heard the word spiffy used in a long time.
Pardon me? Why are you waiting in this line?
I'm a corporal in the guard, and my superior sent me with a urgent message for the Chancellor.
Do you know how I can get in to see the Chancellor?
You'd need orders from your superior, like mine.
That's easy. Everybody's superior to my master.
Shut up, Henri. Why aren't you with your unit?
My superior sent me with a urgent message for the Chancellor.
Urgent?
How long have you been waiting in line?
4 days, and it's heating up all my leave time.
Man in black. Well, he's wearing some black, but I wouldn't describe him as a man in black.
He looks very stylish in all that black clothing.
He looks like a big stovepipe.
Excuse me? Why are you waiting in this line?
I'm the Chancellor's coroner, on an errand of life or death.
Coroner, huh? I bet people are just dying to see you.
Oh, yes, very droll.
I'm guessing somehow the sprites either got mixed up or they decided not to use it.
How can I get in to see the Chancellor?
Perhaps, if you were murdered, I could bring you to his attention?
How long have you been waiting in this line?
3 days.
What a stiff.
Never mind. I wonder what's in the package.
Maybe it's something edible.
I was wondering... What are you in line for?
I come bearing a package from the Chancellor.
What's in the package?
I don't know. I was just paid to deliver it.
I don't suppose it might be something to eat.
Don't you ever wonder what's in it?
Hey, I would never, ever open a package in my trust. Well, unless I really wanted to know.
How can I see the Chancellor?
I wish I knew.
How long have you been here?
8 days.
8 days? Why aren't you at the front of the line?
Well, I have a weak bladder. I keep losing my place online.
Thank you. It's the way I got here.
And I wish we'd go back already.
Don't worry, we are going now. Just be prepared to run.
Come, Henri.
Yes, Master.
Finest grapes only.
Things made out of wicker.
Come, Henri. France awaits.
Get your fried rat on a stick here.
So, where are we going, Master?
Look here on the map, Henri. We're going to...
We're going to Le Mans?
Yes.
Welcome to Le Mans, gentlemen.
So this is Le Mans, eh?
That was where we were going, remember? It's all the travelling, you see. He gets confused.
I'll confuse you in a moment.
It's hard not to get confused. This is the third stables that looks exactly the same.
You keep excellent stables, Smith.
Thank you, monsieur.
I can see the way this is going. But you needn't think I'm sleeping in here, while you get a comfy room at the tavern.
Their coach schedule's from Le Mans to Paris. I'd like one of those.
Certainly, monsieur. If I give him away.
He looks vaguely familiar.
All these big guys look alike to me.
Excuse me, Smith, could I have a word?
Of course, monsieur.
You look familiar. What's your name?
It's the same guy who was here before. Don't you ever remember people who serve you?
And you are?
Ho, ho, Master.
No one's served us before. This is our first time in Le Mans.
I'm looking for a highwayman. Have you had one in here recently?
Lots of people pass through, monsieur. Though no one's come in and announced they were an highwayman. I imagine the risk of hanging makes them reticent. Try asking at the tavern.
Well, I actually can't chat any longer. Good day, blacksmith.
Good day, monsieur.
A very fine anvil indeed. Why is your anvil bolted to the floor?
I don't want some thief just walking off with it, do I?
The water is filthy. This bucket will be useful one day.
I wonder why we can pick this one up and not any of the others.
It's the times of the coaches from Le Mans. An appointment card to see the Chancellor. It's a normal card addressed to Nicole Renault. Wait a minute. It's got "I must see you at once, Bunnykins" written on the back. Phew, it's certainly putting out some heat.
One becomes accustomed to it, monsieur.
Why can we take the fire?
I hope you're not planning to...
Ah! Hot! Hot! Hot!
Even I saw that one coming.
Ah, for the sake of comedy.
Phew, it's hot around here.
That'll be the large fire burning in the forge. Why not ask him to put it out?
They look familiar.
You saw a pair just like them the last time we were in a forge.
Careful, monsieur.
Big, aren't they?
I bet you couldn't work them.
Quiet, isn't it?
Maybe they're all having dinner.
I wonder what time it actually is. I don't believe the watch that we have actually tells us the time.
These are beautiful. I'll get some.
What? Steal some?
Well, just borrow them. There's so many. That's funny.
What?
They smell musty, almost rotten.
I expect they're not fresh.
Henri, could you just move back a bit? That's better.
Are you trying to tell me something, Master?
Yes.
I know someone who will love these.
Henri? No, I best not do that. He'll just shove them in his coat.
I don't think that will work. It's like a jungle in there. Hello? Anyone in there?
Come in, monsieur. We're open.
Another breakthrough in our search. We've discovered the shop is open.
It's very quiet in there.
Flowers are very restful.
Heavens! I've never seen so many plants.
What was all that stuff on the way here then?
Hello? Anyone in there?
Come in, monsieur. We're open.
Soon.
I can't see much from here. I can't see much from here. Madame Fleur's Flawless Florists. Flamboyant flowers for flourishing flirtations.
Fancy.
Guest rooms, I'd guess.
With a fine view of the cart factory.
Cart factory?
Yes, sports carts.
Ah, a tavern.
This would be a good place for lunch.
Guest rooms, I'd guess.
With a fine view of the cart factory.
Cart factory?
Yes, sports carts.
Whoops.
The Frog and Crutches. What a quaint name. It reminds me of Mother's cooking. This window's filthy. I can't see a thing.
Good sign. The steam from the food does that.
Hello? Anyone in there? No answer.
No one should eat with their mouth full.
It's very noisy in there.
People are having a good time. You should try it sometime.
Great tune, that. Looks like a fine tavern. What's the name of this road?
The Rue de Remarques.
I must try to remember that.
The pun levels in this game are quite high. I actually quite enjoy it.
Excellent windows. 14th century, if I'm not mistaken.
They'll be ready for a good clean then.
How pretty.
The tune's very familiar.
Pepe de Pay, weaponsmith. Toledo steel, our speciality. What on earth would I do with a shop sign?
Many things. Give it a try.
Such fine weapons, I could weep for joy. Look at those brand names. Gildet, Wilkins et Fils, Bic.
Aren't they brands of razors?
It's locked from the other side. Barred too.
Pretty tough security, eh? Whatever happened to trust?
Open up! This is an emergency!
We are open, monsieur.
You're very quiet. Not hungry anymore.
After that meal, Master, if one can honestly call it a meal, it's touch and go whether I'll ever eat again.
That'll save a bit of money. Hey, look! They have a doorbell.
It looks like a dagger stuck into the wall.
Sure. You just press it in like this.
I suppose that's what passes for humour in the arms trade, is it?
Come in, monsieur, we're open.
Look, Henri, they have even more weapons inside.
Actually, Master, I saw some gruesome knives in that place over there, set just beside a dinner plate.
There are 4 buildings that we can enter. Let's start with the weaponsmith and work our way around.
Come on, Henri. I just have to take a look.
Oh, joy!
Good day, monsieur. How may I assist you?
No, that's not a sword. And that is a helmet.
Oh, by those.
The hitboxes with this guy are very weird. Okay, we have to talk to his crotch.
He appears to have a cold.
Logical, working in here.
Well, actually, Henri, scholars in Paris now think that colds are caused by little animals.
Animals? Up your nose? Whatever will they think of next?
Pardon me, weaponsmith. Can I speak with you?
Of course, monsieur.
That's almost a palindrome.
You're Pepe Depe? An unusual name, that.
My mother was Spanish, monsieur.
Spanish, eh? Aren't we at war with Spain?
That was last month, monsieur. At present, it's the Huguenots. Next month is England.
Spanish, eh? So that's why you sell Toledo steel.
I learned to make it at my mother's knee, monsieur.
You know a lot about military affairs.
I need to for my work, monsieur. It's vital to anticipate demand.
Must have been awkward for you when France and Spain were at war.
They were always at war in my house, monsieur.
Your mother taught you?
In her day, monsieur, she was the finest weaponsmith in all Spain.
Your mother must have been a remarkable woman.
She was indeed, monsieur. I had to bury her 3 times.
Do you mind if I browse a while?
Feel free, monsieur.
I'm looking for a highwayman. Have you had any disreputable-looking characters in here lately?
Present company accepted, of course.
No, monsieur, but you might try the tavern.
The tavern. You see? Eat, drink, act nonchalant, eyes and ears open. But would you listen to me? Oh, no.
Well, thank you for your time.
Au revoir, monsieur. Our most popular models, monsieur. We call them the D'Artagnan.
Really? He's a good friend of mine.
Of course he is, monsieur.
No, really. How much are they?
25 francs, monsieur.
Shame you don't have enough, master. Still, there's lunch to think of, eh?
Pardon me, weaponsmith. Can I speak with you?
Of course, monsieur.
Well, thank you for your time.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, so the hitbox for the swords is on the weaponsmith, and the hitbox for the weaponsmith is on the swords.
They're rather expensive. How about a discount?
Sorry, monsieur. Fixed prices only.
It's the biggest one I've ever seen. Splendid craftsmanship. But musketeers don't wear helmets.
You'd never fit it over your hat.
A standard 3-ring example of the cooper's art. I'm speechless.
That'll be lack of food.
Can I show you anything, monsieur?
Lots of different sizes.
Monsieur, hands off my tools.
It looks as sharp as everything else.
Careful, monsieur.
It's not that sharp.
I bet that's heavy. The water looks very hot. They're full of fine armour. Why aren't these being sold?
I'm waiting for the English to invade. They've got more money.
You know, Henri, you remind me of a rapier.
Because I'm bright and sharp?
No, because you're always hanging around at my side.
I hope you duel better than you jest, or we're in deep trouble.
I know someone who will love these.
Right. This guy has a cold. And what we need to do is give him some steam to help him out.
Do you mind if I fill my bucket, monsieur?
Not at all. Water's free after all.
That's nice to know, isn't it?
It's amazing how it keeps its heat.
And we also need to give him something strong to help clear his sinuses.
Oh, my nose.
Lovely. This should make it really hot. Just the thing for a cold. Here you are. Go and put your feet in this.
Oh, monsieur, you're so kind. If I can do anything for you.
It was nothing.
And now he will let us take one of these files.
May I have one of these?
Of course, monsieur.
Solid iron.
What a fascinating place. I could spend all day looking at weapons like those.
Why not, master? Indulge yourself.
Eh?
You stay here looking at swords. I'll stay in the tavern looking at a snack.
No, we must find that highwayman. Let's visit the church.
We need all the help we can get, eh, master?
Nice organ.
Yes, as I thought. 14th century and a fine example too. Be serious, they're not made to be opened. Nothing unusual here.
Hey, you're not supposed to eavesdrop at a confessional.
There's nothing to hear anyway.
Then let's make the most of this pause and go and get some lunch.
You can always come back.
It's awfully dark in here.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Go on, my son.
It's been 4 weeks since my last confession. Since then I have sinned at Madame Fleur's.
What?
I was tempted, Father, and I fell.
Oh dear.
Sinned? In a flower shop?
That's right, Father. Same as last month.
What was the nature of your sin?
Well, the sin of gambling, Father, as usual.
You do this a lot?
But Father, you know I do.
How do you get in?
In where, Father?
Where you commit these sins?
Well, Madame Fleur lets me in, Father.
Would she let me in?
I wouldn't have thought so, Father.
Never mind. Just do the usual penance.
Yes, Father.
amazing.
What?
Being on consecrated ground hasn't affected you in the least.
Oh, very funny.
Scrawny looking old bird.
I may be scrawny, but I'm not deaf.
Oops.
This priest looks anything but scrawny.
Father, may I speak with you?
Of course, my son.
I'm looking for a highwayman.
I doubt you'll find one here, my son.
But have you had any highwaymen confessing?
That is between me and God, my son. The seal of the confessional is sacred.
What do you know about Madame Fleur's?
The flower shop?
We both know it's more than a flower shop.
Ah, well, I tend to tolerate it, you see.
Why is that, then?
Because she does such lovely flowers.
Of course she does.
What a fine old church.
Oh, yes, fascinating. And look, there's a fascinating tavern.
You're hungry again?
Look, we've refreshed the spirit, but the body needs sustenance too.
Oh, alright then, let's go. And I'm losing my voice.
You hungry, Henri?
How did you guess?
Come on, let's pay a visit in here.